What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 33 of my Total Warhammer 3 Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. So, I know it's been a little bit of a while since the last run of this campaign, and all the campaigns. For those who don't know, I've been sick with the flu that must not be named, and, or at least still not be named on YouTube. I'm still not sure what their policy is, but way too sick to do videos, and I have had difficulty speaking and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, now I'm back, if still a little bit sick, at least good enough to do the videos, and every campaign is now ramping back up to where it should be. So Valkia, last time we were able to vassalize Archaon and continue in our conquest. In fact, we got most of the vassals that we want. There's a few that remain that we will try to get, namely the Fecundites here, the I forgot the name of Village's faction, the Puppets of Misrule here, and the Heralds of the Tempest. KHOLEK is actually pretty much dead already and should be done in about 2 to 3 turns, depending on how long it actually takes to get down here. So those guys are the main ones we want. Then there's a few ones that are optional, like the Dreadfleet and Clan Scryer, who we may just do a military alliance with just for fun, because we don't really need them. But otherwise, we're looking pretty damn good. And now it's time to start declaring war on more factions, causing a little bit more havoc, and starting Valkia on her path to destroy the Empire, which is going to be our main campaign goal, I suppose I'd say. I would say that by then, let's see. Well, in terms of the long campaign victory, we need to destroy Khorne, Khorne, Talzin, Northern Provinces. The only one here that's not super likely is, well, Reichland, Talzin, we can definitely do. Khorne, well, it's to fully destroy the faction. Depends on how big the faction is. Same thing with the northern provinces, but we'll see what we can do. Either way, we can at least take out the capitals, I think, of each of these. And then that may be the campaign. We'll see. We'll play it by ear, see how the interest is, but at least until then, we've got a lot of Empire to burn. So let's begin this turn, or this episode, or what we have remaining, with first of all, Harald, you. I've been wanting to get rid of these Summoners of Rage here for a while, so let's do that right now, and let's get you your new Horsemen. There we go. Obviously, those Dragon Ogres, the Regiment of Renown, are going to go into our Dragon Ogre army, as Harald does not need them, and you can keep moving down here. It's time for you to attack Ulthuan, my friend. Now, who else needs to move? We might have actually done all the moves necessary last episode, unless I'm mistaken. Rel's in ambush in the hopes of going out here. Why is he even... I was just wondering, why did I even bother putting him in ambush? And now that I think about it, the reason was so that he could potentially protect Longyi. Perhaps Axel is going to go for him, but either way. Are these two at war? Oh, they're not at war. Oh, in fact, they're quite friendly with each other. Oh, that's interesting. I'm just wondering whether we should put Rel into an encamp stance and just start marching him through this territory, even raiding stance. I mean, there's certainly potential to do so like that. Do we really need a full HP army to attack Lyonesse? She's probably gonna go into Lyonesse. You know what? Screw it. Go into raiding. Go here. Don't bother. A lot less healing, but honestly, I think this army is more than up to the task of taking Lyonesse, because clearly we don't have walls here. Yeah, we'll see what these guys do. This guy might go right past us and go for Longyi, but then we can kill him, and it's not like we care about Longyi anyway. Alrighty, so that's good. Rel's good. Kailas, Gulgest, Harald, Asavar is going to stay where he is. And the reason for that is, while yes, it would probably be a good idea to destroy KHOLEK, he's just going to build another army up. What I think we'd rather do is take out Ice Spewer and Saber Mountain with Ventress here, and then move back to take out Gorgerok and subjugate them here. Or in the alternative, subjugate them elsewhere. But this essentially pins the army and prevents him from doing anything whatsoever, which I do prefer. One issue is Mr. Hudakai Bloodeater here, who we probably want to deal with by, let's say, summoning Demahar here, temporarily, with just a bunch of garbage. Like so. And then, if this guy tries to attack Challenge Stone, he'll fail now. And before he wouldn't... Well, actually, he still probably would have failed. Oh, right, and then everything lost walls, hasn't it? We don't even have walls at Dark Fortresses anymore, do we? I don't think we do, yeah. When outside Wood Elf, Ogre, or Norscan homelands, and we're in Norscan homelands. That's actually a little bit ridiculous. Dark Fortresses should always have walls. I don't know who made that decision, and I get it. I get the reduction of all the minor settlements, but these are Dark Fortresses, and it's not like they're everywhere. Why would you deprive us the ability to have Chaos Fortresses? I feel like that's a step backwards, unless I'm misinterpreting or misunderstanding how this thing works. But we'll see. I know it's been a while since the patch, but I've been sick since then, damn it. Anyway, let's see. Demahar, then you can stay here, and I do believe that's everything. There's still an Ellen Delling to concern ourselves with, but we don't know what he's going to do. We weren't thinking that he could attack the Altar of the Crimson Harvest, but now that it doesn't have walls, I'm no longer sure about that. Well, whatever. Let's go to diplomacy. I want to maybe declare war on a few factions. Now, who hates us? But we should fight Carcassonne, for example. They're allied with Torgavan. Reichland is allied with Khorne and Wargrove of Woe. We're not at war with Wargrove of Woe. So I'm just thinking, if we were to declare war on Reichland right now, the Wargrove of Woe would be drawn into the conflict. But our allies would not be fighting them, but they would be fighting Reichland, which is the main thing. Yeah, I think we still just declare war on them. Screw it. Screw it. We can handle Talabecland and Wargrove of Woe ourselves. We don't need our allies to do it for us. Declare war. Yeah, the only problem with that is then they won't be able to claim their territory, but I guess we can... We can just erase it all. Declare war on Reichland, yes. Alright, Talabecland, Khorne, and Wargrove of Woe. Khorne we were already at war with. Now, maybe I'd do a couple more that perhaps aren't so allied with everybody. Arguelon's allied with Torgavan. That's kind of interesting. But if we... Do we need to go for the Wood Elves right now, or we just leave them there until we completely surround and destroy them? Western provinces, that's an inevitability, but it'll have to happen later. You're allied with Bordello Aaron, but you're so far away from us. Ooh, Hawkland. Hawkland's basically a free attack. Declare war. And there we go. And let's see what else we got going on over here. Okay, none of the friendly factions, please. Yada yada yada. Dreadfleet, we could just declare war on all these seaborne horde rogue armies, whatever. Just to keep everybody friendly, if we wanted to. And Bone Rattlers, we could declare war on the Dimmed Suns, why not? I just want more wars so that all of our allies just once again like each other a little bit more. And is that about it? Anybody else that we want here? Thousand Maws are a potential ally. Blue Vipers will probably declare war on. Sylvania, I have no doubt we will declare war on. They're already fighting the Empire. And they're actually quite weak. Yeah, just declare war on them too. Screw it. They're an order faction after all. There we go. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. And we do have a little bit of money, but honestly, it's little enough so as to not be particularly concerning. Path to Glory, building upgrades, outpost upgrades, commandment available. Playing a oh, right. I wanted to trade Ice Rock Gorge to the Hmong.
Where shall we raid next?
There you go.
Longships all the way.
There you go. Make them a little bit more powerful. Just a little bit. It's really not going to do too much for them. And then we'll have to trade a bunch of these territories to our allies as well. Both of these to Nagaron, and then unless I'm mistaken, Venomglade to Grand. And holding on for this for the Marauder infantry buff. The plus 10 armor, man. I just don't want to let it go. You know what? We'll hold on to this for now, but relatively soon, I'm sure we'll be able to do something about it. Now let's end the turn, we'll see if we get attacked anywhere, and otherwise we will attack somewhere. Not sure where as yet. Ooh, Mentash. Maybe we have you summon more... Why would we... I'm just thinking about this. If we send Golgast here... Nah, but if we send Golgast here, then Mentash won't need any extra troops. Honestly, I'm just hoping that Throg takes Kislev for us. Let's just end the turn, I don't care. I suppose there's the possibility... Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. Damn it. Alrighty. Just retreat from this. I don't need to do anything. Throg should come here and occupy this, because we told him last time anyway. Alright, alright. A little bit off my game, but I'll get back into it. Not that that cost us anything, minus Mentash moving away. He wasn't sieging it in the first place. He was just hanging around in order to help Throggy out. Which is just fine. And oh damn, there's still 105 factions remaining? That's a little bit much. A lot more than I would have thought at this point. Considering, but I suppose we've been keeping a lot of factions around by vassalizing everybody. You want a peace treaty? That's gonna be a no, because we're gonna vassalize you, buddy. Come on, what are you talking about? You don't want peace, you're KHOLEK. This one does a KHOLEK want peace. Did they ever end up fixing those stupid broken factions? I wonder. Probably not, though, eh? And I assume we still can't declare war on them or do anything to them? And oh, huh. Did Ellen Delling just take, looks greenish to me. What is this? Thought the Unclean. Oh, right. We could get souls gained from all battles plus 10% or allegiance with Clan Molder. Both are decent. We could get our souls built up as well. 15% allegiance is not bad, but it's only a few turns worth. We get 3 per turn, so it's 5 turns worth of allegiance. Whereas this is 5 turns worth of extra souls. I do want some stuff from Throt. I will not deny, specifically Warp Lightning Cannons. We don't have full... screw it, just test the vassal. I was just wondering, could we possibly already have full allegiance with him? Ally mobilizes faction, destroyed, Sarl attacks army... Oh, hello. What do we have here? Sarl attacks Ellen Delling, and... Oh, he's retaken it. Oh, very nice, Sarl. Very nice. We won't have to deal with him at all, then. Beautiful. Province secure, technology researched as well, imminent rebellion in the giant home mount... Oh, heck, go away. I actually forgot that this was happening. Ah, there we go. Now at least it's going positive. Ooh. Well, at least Krakadrak has walls unlike several of the other locations. Okay. And then Longship Graveyard actually technically needs to go back to Wulfric. Wulfric needs more stuff. And oh wow, look at all those crisscrossing attack patterns, so that's kind of interesting. Wow, a lot of factions seem to have decided to not go for Ulthuan and say, oh wow, okay, yeah, that's actually not as good. Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit by telling them to attack Reichland. Okay, Hoddle, you really need to get down here and deal with Ulthuan, because clearly our allies are not going to do so anymore. Alright, it'll be up to you, my friend. And then I guess we could send Rel Morspig down there to help out, and oh, you ran away. You're gonna let Rel Morspig have Lyonesse? Okay for sacking it, though. Not bad. And close victory, medium casualties. We'll have to sack it and then occupy it. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, kind of a lot of damage there. Sack it, and then occupy it to heal up. Hopefully you can still move. Juggernaut could go Gorby's Chariot. No. None of that, please. Go back to your Chaos Steed. Not for heroes and lords. Alright. And then occupy, heal up. Yeah, take a bit to heal up. And then you can repair all this, and then we can transfer it to the Ag Hole next turn. I hope that Excel here doesn't take Mousillon. And I take it this guy's gonna move around and try to take Longhi. I'm almost tempted to build like a tiny little temp army here as well. How many units can we build here? 5, so not a lot. I suppose we can move further and try to take more. You can have foster cults as well. Do we do so? I mean, just to make it a little bit quicker, yeah, fine. Let's get you Ventress, Chaos Lord, Iron Skin works for me, and do this. And what do we have in terms of gifted units and stuff? We got some decent ranged if we wanted it. And we also have the ability to recruit from allies. Anything interesting? Also, I just want to check Clan Molder. Yeah, it's at 42. And we do indeed have Warp Lightning Cannons, so I wasn't going to put them in this army. I wouldn't want to waste them. Anybody else here? Seducers of Slaanesh. And we have access to pretty much all of your stuff by the looks of it. Except, are you telling me you don't have heart piercers? Or heart seekers? Maybe we just don't have a, we just don't have a good outpost with you. Where do we build your out? Oh, it's moving to level 2. Yeah, that's fine. You know what, you hold off, and then maybe we'll get you some more stuff afterwards. Let's try to find a proper battle. Valkia. Question is what to do with you. Well, first of all, you. Do we have any more Dragon Ogres? No, not yet. We will get some later, I'm sure. We can get a Chaos Warrior to replace one of these guys.
Only the mightiest are worthy. Incarnate's name.
Like so. There you go. And then you can move into Tribe Slaughter. Yeah, that's auto-resolvable. That's damn auto-resolvable. Occupy or Subjugate. Nah, we don't really need Clan Ferric. Yeah, screw it. Occupy. Clan Ferric's too weak. Not gonna bother with them. We will give this to one of these guys. In fact, speaking of these guys, we should probably... Let's see, Stormwrack Mount currently belongs to the Tong. We could give that to the Cool instead. And then give Tribe Slaughter to the Cool, and then everything here will be nice and cool. Alright. Stormwrack Mount trade to us. Yes. Then trade it to the Cool. Oh, but to trade it to the Cool, we need... No, the Cool have this, so yeah. Pillar of Skulls. Trade agreement. And you can have Stormwrack Mount. There we go. And we'll give them Tribe Slaughter next turn or so.
The tribe consents.
Alright. I suppose we could have done that the other way around as well and just given it all to the Tong. Was that a mistake? How many territories did the Tong have? 3. Cool currently have 6. Ooh. Yeah, maybe, especially if we give more territories to I'll think about it. Honestly, it's once again not going to make that much of a difference either way. It just swings 3 back and forth either way, so yeah. Valkia, we want you to start heading to the Empire, so move past Karak Vlag right here, and then go all the way down there. I suppose we could move through Zorna School, but we can send Kailas Malphastar down there, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's good with you. Asavar Magath, stay as you are. Harald, you have moved. Gulgast. You are going to go right beside Kislev and head down to Beckhofen. I guess let's put you into an camp stance and then go right here. Mentash, I guess you could do the same thing. Go and help Throggy. And assuming he succeeds, you can delete yourself afterwards. Good. Now, yeah, see, none of our allies are at war with Beckhofen, so we have to kill them all ourselves, and same thing goes for the Wargrove of Woe, because of the stupid, stupid way that declaring or joining war works. Makes no damn sense. Like, they're all our vassals. We declare war on Reichland. Reichland's military and defensive allies all join war against us, but none of our vassals will help against them. Makes no damn sense. And they'll also... Let's see. Well, they're sort of willing to join war. Let's tell Wolfric at least to do it.
Done and done.
And you know what? Let's tell Throggy to do it as well, if Throg's willing. They should tell at least the ones that are nearby to do this sort of thing. Join war against Talabekland. An 8.3. Okay, what about Wargrove of Woe? Okay, yeah, that one at least you're willing. How much would it cost for Talabekland as well, by the way? 14k. Yeah, see, the thing I don't like about that is, it's that yeah, we have to, because they're right beside you.
Okay.
I guess we could tell... Who else is up here? We could tell Azazel to do so. Yeah, fine. Let's tell Azazel. Join war against Talabekland. 26. Okay, Azazel's a little bit of a coward. Wow, okay. Well then, at least our Norscan allies aren't wusses. Go figure. Asavar Magath, you're good. Who's next to move? I'm trying to find a battle here, game. Come on now. Huh. You haven't run away? What is this? Okay, well, I guess we summon more units and then we just attack you. Okay, we're gonna run out of time at this rate. Let's try to find a proper battle first. Assassin, you... Yeah, you moved last turn, so okay. And Tyro Godslayer, you have to go to Ulthuan or otherwise to the south here. Either way, you got tech to steal, or to find to steal. You try to steal tech from Gisoro, and you succeeded. Well done, Mercy. Please have no mercy. Kuchar, you should have probably gone to Lyonesse first, but you can go next to Bordelot. And I guess Sorel's just gonna sit here for a little while. Good. That's Kuchar. Ventress Zorateller, you need to head to Ice Spewer. So to Ice Spewer ye shall go. And occupy the place. We'll obviously trade it all away, because we don't need any of this. And we'll probably just give it to... Ooh, I guess that'll be a question. We'll have to give Blizzard Peak to the Dolgan in order for them to be given Granite Spikes. Because there's no other way to do it, unless we destroy all this stuff and quickly give it to the Cool first. Either way, we want Zarnagrand, because we need to give Zarnagrand to the Heralds of the Tempest. Which means I guess they'll be keeping Gorger Rock and Eagle Ares. And I guess we'll just trade Granite Spikes away to them. I mean, there's no real point in giving it to them anyway. Maybe you could just keep Granite Spikes. Be a little bit odd, but whatever. We'll just give Ice Spewer, Saber Mountain, and Blizzard Peak to the Dolgan then. Makes sense to me. Okay, good enough. Looks like the Dolgan are going to be one of our more powerful Norscan vassals. Anyway, Demahar, Morspig, you I guess are going to do this since nobody else can get a battle going right now. Alright, fine. If we're going to do this, then we're going to do this right. And nice and corny. Let's get you to go Marauders of Khorne with 2 Laxes. You two are going to become corny. You're going to be good as you are because you can't level up, and that's about it. Attack. I should have checked what was in that army, but I recall it was half HP. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Oh, they have a Swords of Chaos. That's gonna be kind of scary to fight, but whatever. Valiant defeat. I get that their units are elite, but no, game, no, don't even try it. This should have been auto-resolvable. This is obviously just the auto-resolve being completely wacky. I guess they do have an Exalted Hero as well as a Sorcerer Lord, so they could cast some scary spells in theory. And yeah, the biggest problem here is definitely going to be the Swords of Chaos. That unit's always fairly difficult to bring down, but we can hopefully just surround it with doggos and use our armor-piercing axes on it. So in that light, let's get you guys to be Group 2. Go and annoy the axes or the Swords of Chaos throughout. You're going to be Group 3. You're going to be Group 1 together with all of you. It would have been nice to have a Chaos Warrior unit here, but it's okay. Sure, we'll be fine. Like so, Group 2. Group 1, my bad. In fact, go right here so you can't be surrounded. Not that I expect you to. Like so. Alright, good enough. And you two, no, what is that? Oh, it's a Spirit Lich. Okay, well, we can't do anything about that. You guys go here, you go here, move around, you guys move away, please. There's those axes, letting them fly, and damn, it's already a decent amount of damage on those Swords of Chaos. Alright, get ready to surround them. You, go after the enemy doggos. And then our doggos, just try to annoy them. There we go, not bringing any models down, but I'm sure... Actually, I just saw one of the models go down. Alright, there we go. Doggos attack their doggos and then move away, please, before the enemy better units arrive. And doggos, keep on running. Fortunately for us, Chaos Knights are extremely slow. And I would speed it up, but, you know, we need to... Hey. We don't actually want you attacking our poor doggos. Doggos, run this way. Or keep running to the side. It actually doesn't matter if you die, as long as you keep distracting this unit. Maybe it would be better if we actually force them to attack and face away from us in a blob. Not that they're being super effective right now. Alrighty, how are we doing out here? Most of the rest of the army ain't fighting yet, and keep running. You know what, maybe it would be faster to just attack them. Screw it, just fight. It doesn't matter if half of you die. And by half of the you, I mean the dire doggos. Or the Chaos Warhounds, whatever. You guys move a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. I'm sure the unit will rout. I'm gonna leave them to it. And main group. Am I overestimating our unit's prowess? Perhaps. But I suppose we shall see. Alright, how are we doing out here? Yeah, we still have the armor-piercing axes. They may kill like a good 50 doggos or something, but I don't think it'll matter. Because obviously this battle doesn't matter. As soon as this army is dead, we just delete our own army. They're just here to make sure that they don't capitalize on any weakened territories. Alright, shaken, and these guys should be done. In fact, they're not killing nearly as many of the Chaos Warhounds as I thought they would have been, to be honest. Good job to the Warhounds, then. More Warhounds, speaking of, attack these Marauders in the back, force them to rout. Our Lord, you are attacking the Exalted Hero. Good enough. There we go. Now we have doggos in here. We obviously have our own trolls and stuff as well. Swords of Chaos are done for, which means you guys can come here and kill the Bilious Thunderguff for us, while these doggos give chase to the Swords of Chaos, and these join in. Let's also speed this up to the max. We shall find a proper battle shortly. And, ooh, that Spirit Leech doing some damage. Alright, let's move you away. Let's make sure that the Spawn kill the enemy Exalted, and let's make sure that the Trolls kill that enemy Lord. So you can help with the Lord as well. And then as soon as our Horsemen get here, we'll have them kill the Bilious Thunderguff and we'll be good. Assuming that everybody doesn't rout beforehand. Everybody does, but it's the enemy that routs and not us. And it matters not. Alright. Like I said, auto-resolve being wacky. As it is. And always will be. I doubt I'll live long enough to see a properly working auto-resolve. By which I don't mean to, shorten my own lifespan, I just mean it'll never happen. Just jinxed myself right there. If a plane falls on me, you guys all know this was the day I jinxed it. Alrighty, let's see, we got sacrifice captives, good. And now, you guys are no longer needed, because you will not be needed. Ooh, what is this? Targog of the Fulg, who I believe don't like us very much. Ah, damn it, okay, fine. I guess we can't delete you. We're going to temporarily put you into the Challenge Stone, in case this guy tries to attack the Challenge Stone, which stupidly does not have anything in the form of walls, because they've been removed. Maybe we should just delete the Fighter's Lodge here, and actually, while we're here, summon these guys and then delete them immediately. And they're all terrible. Alright. Away you all go, please. Burning Body might have been okay for one of the sorcerers, but no. Dark Fury, no thanks. And oh, damn. That should have been a Chaos Sorcerer, and let's do one of these as well. Actually, Chaos Familiar isn't horrible. Do either of you need Sorcerers? You don't have a Sorcerer of Entrazora Teller. You, as for Magath, obviously do. You have a Fire Sorcerer. This was just a random army put together that was gonna have a bunch of Flesh Hounds. The Flesh Hounds don't do fire damage. If it has a bunch of infantry, however, the infantry will be doing fire damage at high levels, unless I'm mistaken, yes? Yeah. So while the... Kindle Flame could be useful here then. Alright, fine. You can join this army for now, although I might still delete you later, buddy. We'll see. And I still might replace you as well with a Metal Sorcerer. I'll have to think about that one. Okay, well, either way, that's it for everybody who needs to move. There's a little bit of money to spend, so let us spend it. Anything here that's useful? You know what? Probably not. I'm just going to assume not. Let's go here. You have turns... Yeah, just do this. What about you? You need to foster some cults, that's what you need. And go for the growth. You have, only 2 more turns. You don't need growth, you're maxed out. You are not. 11 more turns. What about you? You are definitely not. What about you? Deadwood? You were maxed out ages ago. You were maxed out ages ago. These things don't actually do anything, so we'll ignore you. We will, however, keep building up the walls, because they do something. Alrighty. Path to Glory, building upgrade commandment available. Let's go for Foster Cults, though Tribe Slaughter shall be given away next turn, and then let's end the turn. Alrighty, now let's find ourselves a proper battle, because we out of time. Hopefully something nice comes up. And you know what, maybe we should start building an army up, like, right here, and then send somebody down to deal with Elendilling. He's just gonna come back again if we don't burn down the stupid Lorelorn forest. We did tell Wulfric to go in and attack it that way. That's not Lorelorn. It's somewhere in here. Yeah, we did tell, I think it was Wulfric's army, or it might have been a Sarl army. I remember there was an army there, or near there, that was heading to kill him. But it may no longer be there. Peace treaty, no, we are going to subjugate you. Oh, I just saw Lorelorn Forest get destroyed. Oh, that made me so unreasonably happy. Or actually, very reasonably happy. This is what? Oh, it's Throggy. Yeah, you go, Throggy. Yeah, we got a free Helm of Discord. And we get it instead of Throg? Well, isn't that just lovely? Always nice to get a Helm of Discord. Someday I gotta set up my own Discord. Completely unrelated. Tribe Slaughter, Scalpite, you're gonna try to take it back. A goodbye to you.
Kill them all!
And let us then... Ooh, wow. How'd you guys get that damaged? Against this garbage? Really? Take the souls anyway. It's still a turn full of souls, even if you're not gonna heal to full. You still have to move southward to Zorna's Cool, so it's gonna take some time to get there anyway. Alrighty, now, we're basically out of time, but I want to battle. Is there... Garrulus? Who was Garrulus, and how did he get wounded? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Asavar Maggot's sorcerer got wounded. Oh, man, that's just obnoxious. That's just real obnoxious. What level was the guy that did this? And he was only level 7, half the level. Imagine accomplishing this as the player, so unlikely. Ally occupies settlement, yes, so they have Kislev. Good, they actually listened to us. In fact, the allies have been doing a decent job listening to us this time around, haven't they? As in, they listened to us when we told them to attack Lorelorn, and they listened to us when we told them to occupy Kislev. Gotta say, I'm reasonably happy. Alright, well done, everybody. You, move down to Vitevo. In fact, I would love to tell Throg to occupy that as well. Go occupy Vitevo. And we'll take Fort Jakova for you and then give it to you, because you can't be taking it yourself. I was about to say delete Mentash, but now, considering there's a bunch of these weak territories, I'm almost tempted to not even delete him and just use his garbage little... Oh, wow. Okay, maybe if we send him back to Prague, where he can generate more troops after he heals up. Let's do that. It's time to start increasing our forces. Even a bunch of basic forces just to destroy garbage territories will be sufficient. You move down to Saber Mountain. And the last 2 territories. Oh, I can't believe frickin' KHOLEK got that one army destroyed. Ugh. And then you just keep building stuff. Oh, you know what you could be? You could be our Forsaken army. Can't build Forsaken yet, but we will be able to eventually. Demahar moved down to Ventress. Wait, is Ventress a Sorcerer Lord? No, he's just a regular Chaos Lord of Khorne. Well, regular. He's a Chaos Lord of Khorne. Where the heck are we gonna find a battle, though? Really don't want to come back on a note of just admin and not battles. I know we had like a mini little stupid battle, but that's not a battle, not a real battle.
Lord of Khorne.
You could go try to go after Excel.
Of course.
Accelerate your breath. This video sponsored, but no, I'm kidding. Yeah, you're not reaching this. You are probably going to go after Longyi, unless you're trying to go and take Khorne. Is that what you're trying to do? It'd be funny if it was. I mean, you can probably just get a bunch of gifted units in there and take that. I wonder if you're going to try to retake Castle Artois.
Exalted of Khorne.
Now, you know what you're going to do? You're going to go here. And you're going to go into ambush. And hopefully... And they'll try to retake Lyonesse and fall for it. We'll see what'll happen there. Alrighty. Now, you. Harald, you were looking for some elves, and oh, Tyrion's army is broken. I saw Alistar's army. He's not here anymore either. Which is a shame. Damn. Alrighty, well, I'm sure we'll find something for everybody to do. Valkia. You got an empire to burn the heck down, so keep heading out this way. gonna take a little bit of a while for it to travel, but I would like her to subjugate the Fecondites personally. The other option would have been to subjugate Village personally and then go down here, but that would be a little bit too similar to the Village campaign, so I'd really rather avoid that sort of thing. Asavar Magath, stay here for one more turn, then we subjugate KHOLEK. Hopefully that... Oh, I'm so salty about that. That Sorcerer death, man. Or not death, but wounding. It's just not the right time, game. It's not the right time. Gotta pick your time. You head down to Uskalak, take it, give it to the Cool, I guess. Oh, huh, that's a possibility. If we give Tribe Slaughter to the Cool for now, and then we give all of Zornus Cool to the Cool, because it's the Zorn-Uz Cool, so it does make sense. I do wonder if there's any actual relation. And then we transfer this stuff from the Cool back to the Tong, leaving the Cool stronger via Zornus Cool, and then the Tong up like that. Yeah. Alright, well either way, you get Tribe Slaughter now.
Are you after a drink? A fist fight?
No, I'm after
or
giving you
both?
Tribe Slaughter, shut
Done.
up. There you go. There really needs to be an easier way to just swap stuff around without manually having to go into that screen, especially for the Warriors of Chaos factions, now that all this is a thing. I mean, look at our frickin' Vassal collection at this point, and we're probably gonna get at least a few more before the campaign ends. You gotta make it easier somehow. Assassin, you, my friend, are going to town on... Nobody, because there's nobody in range. Okay, go head up to Moranian here. I thought it said Mortarian for a second. I was like, oh no. But also, oh yes. Let's see. Antaro Godslayer. Been a long time since you've slayed a god or much of anything. Mercy. Mercy, mercy me. You go to Blackstone Post. Next. Ventress. We just checked you, so you're still staying where you are. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's just fine. And is there anybody else? Do we end another turn in the hopes of also possibly finding something? Oh, man. Alright, Mentash, Rel, yeah. Looks like another end turn. Well, let's build buildings and then we'll end the turn. Red Desert, Witchwood, do we just build something here? No. And no. Only where it's important, like, yep, no, not here, because it'll level up next turn anyway. I guess we upgrade this even though it does nothing, just so it stops bothering us. Same thing goes for you. Frigid Wasteland, yes. And Deadwood. Ooh, yes, these things. These things will give us more money. There you go, much better. And we still have a tiny bit of cash remaining, so let's upgrade these. Alrighty. It's probably going to be a while until we get a new Dark Fortress, in fact. There's probably very few left. Technically, we'll get Zarnagrin, but that'll immediately go to KHOLEK. And the Fulg are now moving away, so we should be able to just delete you shortly. Oh wow, this place really isn't growing. Plus 30 growth. Okay, you know what? We're going to have to delete you. Plus 30 growth is just not enough. We'll replace it with a growth building, because otherwise it's just going to take 8 years. I am very happy about the spawn of Khorne. Ooh, this doesn't increase the spawn of Khorne capacity, does it? I wonder what here is giving us the ability to get more spawn. Huh. Either way. Either way, skip the rest of this. Garrison Lord, unassigned skill points, building upgrade, path to glory, end turn. Please give us a battle. Alright, if I can't get a proper battle this turn, then I guess we'll have to try our luck next time. I mean, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. We can see that the rest of the enemies that are in our vicinity, at least, are kind of pathetic here. Not too much I can do about that. Ah, Ikit. Yes, I remember you. Military alliance, that's a sweet proposition. Only minus 45 for become vassal. Yeah, so if we take something like Castle Carcassonne, yeah, maybe that'll be a goal. Take Castle Carcassonne, or take whatever parts of Sartosa they don't own, or Telia rather, and give it to them. Give them like 8 million money, like save up like 100 thou, and vassalize them as well. They will be liking us, and they will be too afraid to attack us, considering we own about 1/3 of the world in vassals right now. And it will increase further. Also gonna power up Village pretty considerably when we start destroying. Yeah, there's no point in fighting this, is there? I mean, you know what? I feel like I want to watch the last stand of these units. Yeah, they'll all die, they have no chance of winning, but it would be kind of nice and corny to watch them fight to the end here. So we're gonna do that, just for fun.
You dare challenge me?
Alrighty, so obviously we're gonna fight this just for fun, because once again, it's unlikely that we're gonna find another cinematic battle, so even though this would normally be an auto-resolve, as we're not going to win this, we might as well watch our units fight to the last. It's periodically fun to see that, especially as it'll be Chaos Warriors and piles of basic Marauders chopping apart hordes upon hordes of zombies, which is always a great time, whether you're defending against the zombies or the owner of said zombies. Now obviously we have a bunch of trash Marauders which are not upgraded and are going to rout fairly quickly, which is the main issue here. Honestly, if the enemy didn't have this Terrorgeist, I'd say we could probably pull it off if we put our units in a decent enough formation, but between the massive health pool on the Terrorgeist, the 80 armor, and more importantly, the terror that it applies, and the regeneration, there's just no way to bring it down with the types of units that we have. But that's okay. Once again, we don't need or want Longyi. We were just going to give it to one of our allies. It's not like there's a Dark Fortress or anything here, so who cares? Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to do is trying to annoy the enemy a little bit. I decided to get a few volleys from our Marauder horses against that Terrorgeist, just to see the kind of damage we could do, and a couple of volleys looks like they did what? About 200 damage, or was that one volley? I'm not sure. Certainly not enough, and it'll heal far too quickly. Other than that, we're going to have to choose who to damage, and most likely we'll be trying to use the Marauder Horse's ranged ability to try to kill the enemy Lord, as otherwise there really isn't too much for them to do. It's either kill the enemy Lord or kill the the Crypt Horrors. The Terrorgeist is not going to get brought down by them, as we can plainly see, even with their entire volley. And that tiny amount of couple hundred damage which will get healed up was like, I don't know, maybe 20% of their ammo, 15%? Let's say too much, regardless of what it was exactly. Anyway, fortunately, here come the enemy zombies. We're just going to speed it up a little bit as the enemy gets here, and the enemy Lord is going to be first in, going to try to attack our Chaos Warriors. Also going to get a breath out from that Terrorgeist. Fortunately, it's not nearly as threatening, the breaths on these things, as are said breaths from dragons, so that's not too big of a concern, but it landing is going to be a much bigger one. There's a few more volleys into it, but it just won't do. That's alright, though. Here comes some dire doggos as well as some ghouls to fight our Chaos Warriors. These are, of course, the garrison Chaos Warriors, as the units that we summoned in this army were pretty darn weak and just basic Marauders and doggos. And interestingly, the enemy didn't decide to wait for its zombie hordes. I do feel like the AI, at least, or especially when it's playing the Undead, or perhaps the Skaven as well, and maybe several other factions, should be programmed to recognize to send its expendable units in first, and the other units in after. So yeah, it should have really used those zombies to soften us up, tire out our forces, and then sent in the elites to use said zombies as meat shields as well. Anyway, all that while all that's happening, the enemy Lord, as you can see, has dropped down to nearly half HP, and as already we've cited his regeneration cap, his regen cap, because we're attacking him with our Lord and getting occasional shots in with our range units. This was a really nice map. Or maybe I just like every single map, the way it looks when it's under those red cornate skies. Alrighty, looks like another invocation of Nehek on the enemy Lord, but with the cap reached, or nearly so, that won't make much of a difference. Plus our Lord's doing a decent job at fighting him off. Alrighty, well, while all that's happening, let's check back on the front line. Obviously, our Chaos Warriors, the ones that are being ripped apart by the Crypt Horrors, as well as the Terrorgeists, are in very, very bad shape already. They're the ones that are being attacked by the ghouls and the zombies and the skeletons are doing much better. Enemy Lord is now reached its healing cap and at about 2,000 HP, and it's looking like we should be able to bring the Enemy Lord down, if nothing else. He does keep trying to cycle charge our Lord, but every time he moves out, he just gets another volley from our ranged unit, so I'm not going to complain about it. And that's another invocation of the heck from him, but that one's completely useless by the looks of it, as he's at his healing cap. And that's also him not healing anything else like Graveguard or Crypt Horrors. Not that any of those need any healing right now, as we can see. They're pretty much at full HP. Do have to be wary of these Graveguard with great swords here, however, as they could kill our Lord fairly quickly if we're not careful. There we go, nice little fight to the death. And that'll mean a fight to the death for the Enemy Lord at the very least, though he could rise again. I think Vampire Lords have a tendency to rise regardless, as long as they... as long as the enemy doesn't lose, he'll come back with like 1 HP, right? And there we go, brought down by the doggos charging into the back of the enemy line here. It's ironic that you say everything must die there, Mr. Marauder, because everything here that you're facing is already dead, or at the very least, a lot of it is already dead. Crypt Horrors, not so much, but pretty much everything else. And I do like the red versus blue color schemes we got going on here as well. Very lovely color scheme on these particular undead, actually. Really not much to say. Just watching the last stand in the glorious spectacle. Looks like we're basically out of ammunition. Yeah, we're completely out of ammunition on our Marauders, so there's no more bringing down the Terrorgeist or the Crypt Horrors. They did manage to get about half HP off those Crypt Horrors, but now it'll be up to perhaps our Lord in combination with any of our other units to try to dish out the damage, though I just don't think it's there. Balance of power is in the enemy's favor, of course, though it should be swapped out a little bit as we drop down a blade of Khorne right into the middle of the enemy formation. That's a lovely effect, if nothing else. Let's see the damage there. It destroyed about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, and very badly damaged another one. 2 of those units, I believe, were skeletons, and then the rest, yeah, 2 skeleton warriors / spear units, and then the rest were all zombies. It's a pretty damn decent amount of damage. I would have loved to see how much exactly we got in terms of kills or damage dealt from that, and it was probably the best area to drop it, as here would have damaged a lot of our own units. Here would have been okay as well. In fact, maybe it would have even been better here, though our 1 unit of skeleton or Chaos Warriors are still holding the ground here pretty okay, because the other one was the one that was being attacked by the Terrorgeists as well as the Crypt Horrors. Well, whatever, just keep holding the ground. At least we can watch some nice animations from the Terrorgeist and stuff. But yeah, there's obviously no real reason at all to be holding on to these territories at all. The only reason we had Alonghi as long as we did was because we kept attacking Khorne and then Castle Artois, unless I'm mistaken, the surrounding territories, and then going back to Longhi to heal with Rel Morspig. I'm sure whichever one of our allies takes it back will make a far better use of it than we can, since we can't make any use of it other than to heal up. And our Chaos Warriors immune to psychology, they are not. They currently have Unbreakable, though, because we've used that effect on them, so at least they're getting some value out of it. Over here on this side, we have been able to get at least a few of the enemy units crumbling, and this is obviously the AI cheating. As we can see, the zombies, despite being in crumbling and debilitated and damage sustained in all their surrounding units, they're not crumbling very quickly, are they? They're still sticking around. I'm willing to bet that if this was a player unit, that unit would have disappeared pretty much instantly. I want to drop that low. But yeah, doing the best we can over on this side to try to surround and destroy these units. But of course the Graveguard and the Crypt Cores are going to still hold the line. We can't really do too much to them, as we just don't have the damage. Really, it's up to our Lord. Our doggos are going to continue trying to cycle charge the enemy in the back. Probably could have done the same thing with our Marauder horses, but frankly they're just adding some much needed bodies to block the enemy here, so not really a big deal there. And yeah, finally this one unit of zombies drops. The rest are starting to drop, though unfortunately it looks like the heroic, absolutely heroic unit of Chaos Warriors, 213 kills that were holding here essentially by themselves, have finally routed. And thus with them having routed, the Terrorgeist drops in on our own Lord to try to take him out, starting to use that terror effect on all of our poor, pathetic Marauders here. And our Lord tries to run as well, and our Lord is terrified, and it looks like that everybody is terrified, basically. Everybody either terrified or broken as soon as that Terrorgeist jumped in. Hey, if nothing else, it's an aptly named unit. There you go, buddy. You did a great job. You should pat yourself on the back. Although that may hurt considering all those spikes. And there we go. Barrel Legion got a Pyrrhic victory for that, and all just for useless Longi. But it was fun to watch, and unfortunately the only battle we can find this episode, but I'm sure there will be better ones next time. Plus, in my opinion, it is nice to see these last stands periodically, rather than just auto-resolving them, or rather than bothering with them. Not too often, but occasionally, especially against different factions. You know, I think we did a lot better than I was originally thinking that we were gonna. The enemy Lord died, but he's gonna come back. Yeah, honestly, if the enemy didn't have the leadership buff from the AI getting its leadership buffs, we probably would have actually won that, especially if we could have gotten another Blade of Khorne off on the remaining units. There weren't all that many remaining. The enemy ended up losing, we're down to about 700 units, and as I saw at the very end of the battle there, we had more than half of ours, though they did run off the field. The Terrorgeist causing terror was what did the rest of that army in at the end, but it's okay. We were never trying to keep that settlement alive anyway. We just had that army there temporarily to try to get that little enemy army not to attack, but Rel can always go in and take care of those if we need him to. We're not looking to hold on to anything here because there aren't any dark fortresses.
Make it fast, and know that I always get what I want.
And it's been true so far. Oh, yes, Blue Vipers, thank you. Go ahead and declare war on us. Give something for Skeggy to do, as well as these factions down here. And maybe we can even send another army down there to try to help out at least a little bit. I suppose we'll see. Alrighty, well, ooh, hello, what do we have here? Your actions have drawn the attention of Khorne. Oh, right, we've gotten the Eye of the Gods open yet again. Paths, Souls to Devote, Reduction, Murderous Momentum, Win a Battle, plus 100% movement range. Do we have... You know what, I think not a lot of our units can benefit from this right now, but enough, I think, can to probably make it worthwhile. Too bad Valkia won't be able to reach it, but Rel will be able to take advantage of it. And the two armies that are near and around the Heralds of the Tempest will. And that'll essentially save them a turn of movement each. So we're going to go with my legions. And this is the legions of the Gorequeen, after all. Ooh, Confederation for the Northern Provinces, so Cathay is getting stronger. Ventress got killed, but we don't care about that. It was just a random summon at Longyi, and you can have Longyi if you really want it as well. Actually, curious. Rel... Nah, probably not even going to bother sending you up there. And in fact, Nikari, where are you going? I have to wonder if somebody's going to go in and occupy that. Khorne Hellebron could... All these factions are moving around here. We could tell the Aghole to try to occupy it. You know what? Go ahead and try. Wait, are you able to? I think you are. Looks like he's going for Castle Artois. We'll give him Lyonesse. Amateur discovered Khazrak. Oh! Khazrak was alive. Was is the operative word there. Ready for duty, Barbaros Rune Smasher, yeah, it's all fine. Alrighty, well with that, unfortunately, a nice little Khornate last stand. Fun though it was, I think we are out of time. Next time, we will be subjugating, in fact, we could just do this right now. And just the question, I think the idea was to subjugate these guys by taking Saber Mountain for ourselves, and then giving them Zarnagrand, which is currently owned by Goldtooth, which are probably not going to be too friendly with us. But we should probably destroy them or subjugate them anyway. I'm not sure whether they can be subjugated, but I guess we'll see. I wonder if our friendly factions hate them a lot, but it would be nice to have at least one ogre faction, as I've said. Anyway, so here's what we'll do. Ventress Zorateller, you're gonna auto-resolve at here. And you got a Fencer's Blade. Some nice item pickups this episode. Occupy the place. There you go. Okay, no Gorby's Cherry. I'm gonna take that away from you right now so I don't forget to do it later. Back to Chaos Steed for you, buddy. Then, these guys have one settlement remaining, yes? Yes, so presuming that they won't become our vassal like this, they will then become our vassal like this. And subjugate.
This indenture.
Lovely. Defeated KHOLEK. No, it's still bonus versus large plus 20. Huh. I thought that had gotten upgraded just like Archaons, but apparently not. Okay, well then I'm doubly glad that we didn't send Valkia down here. Okay, so off of that, what we will want to do is, well, you've won and you can move again, but you can't reach anything. We do want somebody to grab Eagle Ares for ourselves. So we'll send Demahar Morspig. Oh, and you can get Forsaken here. Very nice. Huh, this place seems to be generating Forsaken, which is exactly what we want. We'll send him in March stance down to the Eagle Ares, and we'll tell him to occupy that. Ventress Zorateller is going to go through this and grab Zarnagrand, while Asavar Magath, it looks like Black Fang is the capital of these guys. So we'll take Karak Vlag with Asavar Magath, taking out Greasus' main army at the same time as you move around to attack Zarnagrand, and then we'll ignore Black Fang so that we don't leave him to Zarnagrand to last. Alrighty, well, that's the plan for next episode, so we will have hopefully yet another vassal, though now KHOLEK's joined us, though he'll be wounded for the next few turns. Other than that, Valkia is gonna start marching southward and into the Empire to start destroying all that. Gonna help out Throggy, who's already in it and has taken Vitevo, and has done a good job at that as well, and should be able to take even more territories here. And then same with Wulfric. Looks like we'll be building up these Norskins quite nicely. We just need to make sure that we don't accidentally lose the Fecundite stuff. It would be really unfortunate if Azazel took all this stuff from them before Valkia got here, but we could always go and tell him specifically to attack something else in the meantime, and just so that he leaves it alone. Anyway, that'll be for next time or some other time, so stay tuned for more Valkia right up until the end. Don't forget to leave a like and comment, and etc, 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 whatever I usually say. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.